Between the smoke and the glass is the only space I need tonight. Everything I've been carrying fits between the smoke and the light of the city on the other side of the rain, on the pain. I don't need the whole city, just a blurred version of it, the bokeh version that asks nothing, the soft glow that submits to being background for a man who needs the foreground clear. Between the smoke and the glass is where the thinking happens cleanest. Between the smoke and the glass is the most precise and leanest version of the hour that the evening has to offer. Between the smoke and the glass is the distance that I need. Between the smoke and the glass is where the silence plants its seed of whatever comes tomorrow after tonight finishes its work. Between the smoke and the glass is the most productive kind of murk. The ring on the hand that holds a cigarette steady has been through enough evenings like this one to be ready for the particular weight of whatever this one carries. Between the smoke and the glass is the distance that I need. Between the smoke and the glass is where the silence plants its seed of whatever comes tomorrow after tonight finishes its work. Between the smoke and the glass is the most productive kind of murk. When the last of the smoke has risen past the seeing, and the city through the glass has found its way to being just the amber and the blue of a night that has no demands. Between the smoke and the glass is where this man finally stands, without the armor of the day, without the performance of the composed. Between the smoke and the glass is the most honestly exposed version of the silent man that the rain has ever witnessed. Between the smoke and the glass is the clearest kind of fitness for the life that waits tomorrow, renewed by the in-between. Between the smoke and the glass is the most important scene. Amber from the city, bleeding through the rain, turning every drop into a warm kind of stain on the glass between man in the movement. I've sat in this particular combination of color and slow many times before tonight, and I always let it go at its own particular pace, without trying to contain it. Amber and slow is the frequency of peace. Amber and slow is the most complete release from the white of the morning and the harsh of the noon. Amber and slow is the most forgiving room. The tide catches some of it, the gold recognizing gold. The ring catches the rest of whatever the bouquet holds. For the man who sits inside the warmth of the amber slow. Amber and slow is not something you find. Amber and slow is something you allow to find. When you finally stop rushing past the hour. Amber and slow is the frequency of peace. Amber and slow is the most complete release from the white of the morning and the harsh of the noon. Amber and slow is the most forgiving room. When the saxophone arrived into this particular frequency, it didn't ask permission, just found the right tendency of the note that fits exactly in the amber and the slow. And the man beside the window let it come and let it go. How to just exist inside the amber and the slow, without asking it for more than what it already gives. Amber and slow is the most honest way to live. The world works harder when and I start watching it. When the eyes close down and the thinking gets explicit about what actually matters, past the noise of the room. Closed eyes, open mind, that's the most productive hour. Closed eyes, open mind is where the real men find their power. Not in the watching, but in the listening deep. Closed eyes, open mind is the most important kind of sleep. That isn't sleep at all. I've solved more problems behind these particular eyelids than in any meeting, any boardroom ever did. For the man who learned to think without the visual. Closed eyes, open mind, let's the answer find the man. Closed eyes, open mind is the most deliberate plan of receiving what the quiet has been trying to deliver. Closed eyes, open mind, that's the most productive hour. Closed eyes, open mind is where the real men find their power. Not in the watching, but in the listening deep. Closed eyes, open mind is the most important kind of sleep. That isn't sleep at all. The rain outside the window sounds like thinking made audible, like everything the day left unfinished and unsuitable for the morning's clean beginning is being washed to somewhere else. Closed eyes, open mind, that's the most productive hour. Closed eyes, open mind is where the real men find their power. Not in the watching, but in the listening deep. Closed eyes, open mind is the most important kind of sleep. That isn't sleep at all, but is everything required. Closed eyes, open mind is how the man gets rewired for the next version of the day that hasn't arrived yet. Closed eyes, open mind is the most honest reset. Yeah. Rain on the other side of the glass that holds me in. Rain on the other side is where the world has always been, falling on itself while I stay dry and still. I watch her come down through the closed eye of the thinking man who stopped performing for the hour that he's drinking in the quiet of a room that the evening gave to him. Rain on the other side of the glass of the city, of the noise. Rain on the other side is the most important choice a man can make between the world and his own quiet. Rain on the other side is the most honest kind of diet. The lights of the city blur into the amber bouquet of a night that understands that the man behind the soca of the window needs the distance between himself and the movement. Rain on the other side of the glass that holds me in. Rain on the other side is where the world has always been, falling on itself while I stay dry and still. Rain on the other side of the glass of the city, of the noise. Rain on the other side is the most important choice a man can make between the world and his own quiet. Rain on the other side is the most honest kind of diet. The cigarette between the ring and the patience of the night makes the only kind of company that ever feels right for the man who moved in silence through everything today. Rain on the other side of the glass of the city, of the noise. Rain on the other side is the most important choice a man can make between the world and his own quiet. Rain on the other side is the most honest kind of diet for the soul that's been consuming every demand of the living. Rain on the other side is the most honest kind of giving back to oneself what the day spent without asking. Rain on the other side is the most important tasking. The ring remembers too every hand it's passed through, every year it carried, everything I never said to you. The gold holds more than metal, holds more than ring remembers too, and so do I, and so do I. I put it on the same finger my father put his, not from tradition, just from knowing what this is. A small gold circle that holds the weight of the chose. The cigarette between his fingers burns beside the ring tonight. Both of them familiar in the particular lamplight of the city through the rain of another late hour. The ring remembers every version of the man. The ring remembers every promise and every plan that held in everyone that quietly fell apart. The ring remembers too, every hand it's passed through, every year it carried, everything I never said to you. The gold holds more than metal, holds more than the design. The ring remembers too, and so do I, and so do I. Some things I never spoke, not because I couldn't find them, just because the speaking would have made the losing blind them to the thing they actually were, which was mine to carry. The rain agrees tonight with everything the gold is kept. The window holds the city in the way the ring is held. Every quiet year of the man who wore it right. The ring remembers too, every hand it's passed through, every year it carried, everything I never said to you. The gold holds more than metal, holds more than the design. The ring remembers too, and so do I, and so do I. Through every rainy window, through every city blur, the ring remembers too, is the most important word. Tonight I owe nobody, not an answer, not a call. Tonight I owe nobody, not an explanation at all, for the closed eyes and the quiet, and the rain that I chose over the crowd. Tonight I owe nobody, and that's the most honest thing allowed. The day collected everything, it was owed by 9 a.m. By the evening it had taken more than I'd agreed with them, but I gave it anyway, because that's what the day requires. the most important boundary. Tonight I own nobody is the least spoken sovereignty a man can claim. At the end of the giving, tonight I owe nobody. Not an answer, not a call. Tonight I owe nobody. Not an explanation at all. For the closed eyes and the quiet and the rain that I chose over the crowd. Tonight I owe nobody, and that's the most honest thing allowed. The cigarette between my fingers doesn't ask for anything. The window doesn't either. The city just keeps moving without needing me to validate its direction. I learned this boundary late, around the 43rd year of giving without ceiling, to the rooms that kept appearing with their hands already open before I crossed the threshold. The saxophone somewhere plays for the man who finally said, tonight I owe nobody, before he went to bed. That's the most restorative sentence a tired man can speak. Tonight I owe nobody. Not an answer, not a call. Tonight I owe nobody. Not an explanation at all. For the closed eyes and the quiet and the rain that I chose over the crowd. Tonight I owe nobody, and that's the most honest thing allowed. Tomorrow I'll give everything that the morning asks of me. Tonight I owe nobody is how I stay free. The city can wait, behind the rain, behind the glass. The city can wait, the way it always has. For the man who learned that it was never going anywhere. The city can wait, and so the man stays in the chair. I gave it everything for more years than it deserved. Every morning, every evening, every promise carefully preserved. For the city and its hunger, for more than I had left. Now I sit beside the window and I let it blur to gold. Let the rain decide the distance between the man and the cold movement of the streets below that used to own my pace. The city can wait, is the most powerful thing to know. The city can wait, is what the man discovered slow, in the chair beside the window, with a cigarette and the rain. The city can wait, behind the rain, behind the glass. The city can wait, the way it always has, for the man who learned that it was never going anywhere. The city can wait, and so the man stays in the chair. The saxophone understands what the city never will, that some hours belong to the beautiful and still. Man beside the window, not to the movement below. The city can't wait, behind the rain, behind the glass. The city can wait, the way it always has, for the man who learned that it was never going anywhere. The city can wait, and so the man stays in the chair, with the closed eyes and the gold and the slow deliberate burn. The city can wait is the most important thing to learn. After all the years of running toward whatever it demanded, the city can wait, and the man finally landed. Keeps the secret of the man who sits beside it every evening after everything. The city tried to hide it behind the noise and the requirement of the public-facing version. The rain slides down the glass like everything is processed, silently and without announcement. Through the day he's crossed, from the morning to the evening, without losing what he carries. The window keeps the secret of the eyes he closed an hour ago. The window keeps the secret of the things he'll never show to any room that asks him. For the man behind the still, the window keeps the secret, and it always will. The window keeps the secret between the man and the secret of the eyes he closed an hour ago. The window keeps the secret of the things he'll never show to any room that asked him. For the man behind the still, the window keeps the secret, and it always will. The cigarette and the ring are the only things still moving. The smoke says what the man won't. The gold is just the proving that the man who sits here now has always been this version. The saxophone somewhere plays for the man by the glass. For every quiet evening, every year that passed, without a single witness, except the rain in the window. The window keeps the secret of the eyes he closed an hour ago. The window keeps the secret of the things he'll never show to any room that asks him. For the man behind the still, the window keeps the secret, and it always will. And when the morning comes and the city finds its voice again, the window keeps the secret of the man who moved in silence through the rain.
The gold tie against the dark suit is the whole man in one image. The warmth he keeps inside, against the cold of every distance between himself and everyone who needed something from him today. The gold against the dark is not a contradiction. The gold against the dark is the most precise depiction of a man who carries warmth behind the composed exterior. The gold against the dark is what nobody gets to see. The gold against the dark is the most private part of me that survived every version of the year that tried to gray it. The gold against the dark is what the silence helped me say it. I chose the tie this morning for reasons I won't name. Just felt like the particular gold that today deserved to claim. Against the darker fabric of what the day would ask, the gold against the dark is what nobody gets to see. The gold against the dark is the most private part of me that survived every version of the year that tried to gray it. The gold against the dark is what the silence helped me say it. The rain slides down the window over the city's amber glow, both of them reflecting something only I can know about the gold and the dark, and why both belong together. The ring on the hand that holds the last of the evening carries the same combination of the warm and the leaving. Cold exterior of a man who feels more than the room suspects. The gold against the dark is what nobody gets to see. The gold against the dark is the most private part of me that survived every version of the year that tried to gray it. The gold against the dark is what the silence helped me say it. And the rain behind the window and the city in the blur, the gold against the dark is the most honest kind of her. Reminder that beneath the composed and the controlled, the gold against the dark is the warmest thing I hold. I move too fast for most of the years I've had. Miss the particular texture of the good inside the bad of every season, because I was already in the next. Slow enough to feel is what the chair beside the window, slow enough to feel, taught me in the cold November of the year I finally stopped long enough to understand, slow enough to feel the rain on the other side, slow enough to feel the gold tie and the pride of having built something that lets a man sit still, slow enough to feel is the most important kind of skill. The cigarette burns patient at a pace I'm finally matching, after decades of the running and the missing and the catching of the wrong things at full speed, past the right one standing still. The ring on this hand has been feel is what the chair beside the window, slow enough to feel, taught me in the cold November of the year I finally stopped long enough to understand, slow enough to feel the rain on the other side, slow enough to feel the gold tie and the pride of having built something that lets a man sit still. Slow enough to feel is the most important kind of skill. Saxophone plays something at the pace I should have always lived, in the particular register of everything the slow gives. Back to the man who finally allows the hour to arrive. Slow enough to feel is how the best men stay alive. Not the heart rate, but the presence in the moment. Slow enough to feel is the most underrated component of a life worth looking back on with the eyes finally closed. Slow enough to feel is how the real man goes into every evening that belongs to him alone. Slow enough to feel is finally coming home. The rain has been falling since before I sat down. No schedule to it, no reason, no sound of urgency behind it, just a patient kind of fall. Window rain, no rush, is the pace I chose tonight. Window rain, no rush, is the only kind of right that the evening has to offer after everything today took. Window rain, no rush, let the drops find their own way. Window rain, no rush, is all I need to say to the version of tomorrow that keeps knocking at the glass. Window rain, no rush, and tomorrow has to pass. A cigarette between my fingers burns at the same deliberate pace. The rain catches whatever light the city leaves in place. through the rain and through the distance of the glass and the bouquet. Window rain, no rush, is the pace I chose tonight. Window rain, no rush, is the only kind of ride that the evening has to offer. After everything today took. Window rain, no rush, let the drops find their own way. Window rain, no rush, is all I need to say to the version of tomorrow that keeps knocking at the glass. Window rain, no rush, and tomorrow has to pass. The saxophone somewhere plays exactly this slow for the man beside the window who has nowhere left to go. Tonight that matters more than right exactly here. Window rain, no rush, let the drops find their own way. Window rain, no rush, is all I need to say to the version of tomorrow that keeps knocking at the glass. Window rain, no rush, and tomorrow has to pass through the same deliberate pace of the man who learned to sit. Window rain, no rush, is the most honest kind of fit. What the rain cleaned out, I didn't ask for back. What the rain cleaned out left the cleanest kind of track. For a man to walk forward on without the weight of before. What the rain cleaned out was exactly what needed going. What the rain cleaned out left the most honest kind of knowing of who remains beneath when everything excess is gone. What the rain cleaned out is what the man is built upon. I sat beside the window and let the city wash itself of the version of the evening that I'd put back on the shelf, of the man I don't need anymore when the glass is between me and it. Into something worth the keeping. What the rain cleaned out, I didn't ask for back. What the rain cleaned out left the cleanest kind of track. For a man to walk forward on without the weight of before. of knowing of who remains beneath when everything excess is gone. What the rain cleaned out is what the man is built upon. The cigarette burns patient through the particular sound. The raindrops on the city finding their way to the ground. The way the man beside them finds his way to the still. What the rain cleaned out was exactly what needed going. What the rain cleaned out left the most honest kind of knowing of who remains beneath when everything excess is gone. What the rain cleaned out is what the man is built upon. Oh, and what's left after the cleaning is the realest kind of core. What the rain cleaned out is what the silence is for. The city moves behind me through the widowed glass. I closed my eyes an hour ago and let the whole thing pass. Through the membrane of the evening, without asking me to act. Eyes closed, city behind is the most honest kind of blind to everything that isn't worth the opening of the eyes. Eyes closed, city behind, and the cigarette's still burning. Eyes closed, city behind, while the rest of the world is turning at a speed I've stopped competing with, at a noise I've stopped repeating. Eyes closed, city behind is the most complete kind of retreating. The rain on the glass sounds like something I've forgotten, like a version of myself that the years have slowly gotten further from and further still, into something I don't recognize. Eyes closed, city behind is the most honest kind of blind to everything that isn't worth the opening of the eyes. Eyes closed, city behind, and the cigarette's still burning. Eyes closed, city behind, while the rest of the world is turning at a speed I've stopped competing with, at a noise I've stopped repeating. Eyes closed, city behind most complete kind of retreating. The ring on this hand has witnessed every version of the man who sits here now, through every kind of excursion into the world that asked too much and got exactly what it asked. Eyes closed, city behind, and the cigarette still burning. Eyes closed, city behind, while the rest of the world is turning at a speed I've stopped competing with, at a noise I've stopped repeating. Eyes closed, city behind is the most complete kind of retreating into the only version that belongs entirely to me. Eyes closed, city behind is finally being free.